Now, the criteria for this list was made up of two main things. The city needed to be within a 25-minute drive to downtown Denver, and the average cost of a single-family residence needed to be at least $150,000 less than Denver's average. Welcome back to the Moving Denver YouTube channel. My name is Mitch Mahaffey, your favorite redheaded realtor. I'm super excited about today's video because this one is by request from you guys once again. Our last video where we covered 5 cities to consider living in that are great alternatives to Boulder, Colorado, sparked a lot of discussion with you guys and us. So today's video is 5 alternatives to living in Denver. Now this video is for people that have to be in Denver for work or life or anything like that, but don't want to either spend Denver money or can't spend Denver money. So sit back, relax, and enjoy today's video. And hey, real quick, before we get too far into today's video, I just want to take a quick second and say thank you so much to every single one of you that watches our videos, that has subscribed to the channel, that reaches out to us. It means an absolute ton to us, and we have a ton of fun making these videos for you guys. With that being said, an overwhelming majority of you guys watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel. So do me a quick favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It helps us out a ton. If you have questions about anything we talked about in today's video, or you have questions about buying or selling a home here in Colorado, we would love to help. Feel free, give us a call or text at the number that you see on the screen. That is the direct line directly to us. That'll be one of us, either myself or my father, Scott, on the other end of that phone number. So give us a call or text and we'll be happy to help you out in any way that we can. Now let's dive into today's video. 5 cities to consider living in that aren't Denver. Now the criteria for this list was made up of 2 main things. The city needed to be within a 25-minute drive to downtown Denver, and the average cost of a single-family residence needed to be at least $150,000 less than Denver's average. And now this list is going from order of most expensive to least expensive when it comes to housing prices, not necessarily the cost of living. So keep that in mind as we work through this list together. Now, this isn't a finite list. This isn't the end-all be-all list. There are tons of other cities that meet this criteria. These are just the top 5 that I picked to go over with you guys today. So kicking us off at number 1, we have Lakewood, Colorado. Now, Lakewood, Colorado sits 8 miles southwest of downtown Denver and in fact shares a border with Denver. So you can go right from Denver to Lakewood directly. Now, the population of Lakewood is right around that 156,000 mark, making it the 5th most populous city in all of Colorado. Now, Lakewood is an extremely popular city for newcomers to Colorado due to its proximity to the mountains and the outdoor activities that we have touched on a lot on this channel, and its proximity to downtown Denver. Now, Lakewood, Colorado is home to the bagel giant Einstein Bros Bagel, that's where they're headquartered, and one of the largest marketing companies in the world called the Integer Group. From Lakewood to get to downtown, you can expect about a 15-minute drive depending on traffic, and as we've touched on in other videos, the cost of living in Lakewood comes in at a 129.9. We'll call it 130. Now, the national average is based off of a score of 100. 100 being the average, and of course, above that, more expensive than the national average, below that, least expensive. So Lakewood's coming in about that 130 mark. Now, a lot of that, and like most cities in Colorado, is because of the inflated real estate costs. So the cost for a single-family residence in Lakewood, Colorado, on average with most recent data available, is $701,404. Again, this list is in order from most expensive to least expensive, so stay tuned. All right, now coming in at number 2 on our list of 5 cities to consider that aren't Denver but are still close, we have Arvada, Colorado. Now, I'm personally a big fan of Arvada. You've got a ton of different lifestyles available within Arvada. You have suburban, you have urban, and you even can get into the foothills in Colorado while still living in Arvada. Now, Arvada sits about 10 miles northwest of downtown Denver and has a population of around 124,000 people. Now, the city has a very rich history, and that's quite evident when you're walking through Old Town Arvada, the downtown area of Arvada. It's an extremely historical district, and there's tons to learn about the city itself. It's really neat learning about Arvada as it was founded during the gold rush. Now, Arvada is a great place to love if you are a fan of snow or winter time. So the US averages 28 inches of snow a year. However, Arvada averages 61 inches of snow. So if you are a fan of winter and snow, you're gonna love Arvada. Now, just so you know, with all of these times that I'm quoting you from the city to downtown Denver, I did do the research during rush hour, so I could tell you what the numbers would be with traffic. And from Arvada to downtown Denver, you can expect about 25 minutes with traffic, and without traffic, of course, a lot less. Now, the cost of living score comes in at 131.7, so a little bit more than Lakewood. However, the average cost of a single family residence comes in at $698,825. Now, again, that's average single family residence based off of the most recent data that we have. Numbers could change, especially as we get close to July, but keep that in mind. All right, now coming in at number 3 on this list, we have Westminster, Colorado. Now, Westminster sits about 12 miles northwest of downtown Denver with a population of around 115,000 people, making it the 8th most populous city in all of Colorado. Now, Westminster is nestled right between both Highway I-25 and Highway 36, making getting to Denver or Boulder extremely easy. So if you find yourself being a fan of both Denver and Boulder or frequenting both cities, Westminster is a great place to consider just because of its proximity. Now, there is a ton to do in Westminster. You have Stanley Lake Regional Park, a very popular lake for boating, fishing, hiking, outdoor activities within Westminster. You have other local attractions such as the Butterfly Pavilion, the Highland Hills Adventure Golf and Raceway. You have 74 miles of off-street trails and 9 miles of on-street trails for walking, biking, taking the dog out for a run, stuff like that. Now, golfing is also a huge activity for Westminster residents, and you can take your pick of golf course while within Westminster. Now, Westminster's cost of living score comes in at 125.6, so quite a bit less than the other 2 cities that we've mentioned so far. And the average cost for a single family residence within Westminster, Colorado is $613,706. All right, now number 4 on our list today, and possibly my favorite on this list, and I may be biased if you watched our video about this one, we have Brighton, Colorado. All right, now by distance, Brighton, Colorado is the furthest city away on this list, as we've covered in our other videos about Brighton, Colorado. But for those of you that haven't watched our Brighton videos, Brighton sits about 22 miles northeast of downtown Denver and has a population of around 47,000 people, and that's expected to hit 50,000 by 2025. Now, Brighton, Colorado is home to one of Colorado's 41 state parks, and that is Bar Lake State Park, an incredibly popular outdoor park to go to. You have tons of boating, you may be able to get some fishing done. They have equestrian trails, archery ranges, hiking, bird watching, and a ton of other outdoor activities to do at this state park. Now, like I mentioned before, Brighton is growing extremely rapidly because of where it sits geographically. And that's what's fueled Brighton's explosive growth over the past few years, and it's not projected to slow down at any time. Now, with that being said, the cost of living score for Brighton, Colorado comes in at 121.3. And that is in fact the lowest cost of living score on this list today. And the average cost of a single family residence in Brighton, Colorado, based off of most recent data, is $588,828. Again, this is an average. We're just talking single family residences here based off of information that we have available from the statistics side of the MLS. All right, now wrapping us up here, number 5 on the list, we have Thornton, Colorado. Now, Thornton, Colorado sits 10 miles basically directly north of downtown Denver. Super easy to get to. You just jump on I-25, go north from Denver to get to Thornton, or go south from Thornton to get to Denver. It doesn't get much easier than that. Now, Thornton is the 6th most populous city in all of Colorado, with a population of right around 143,000 people and growing. Now, what's super nice about Thornton is you are close enough to downtown Denver to have public transportation options available to get you from Thornton to Denver, but you're far enough away to get out of most of the congestion that city life brings. Now, you have direct routes from Thornton to Denver, both via RTD, our local bus system, and light rail. You can jump on light rail in Thornton and go right to Union Station downtown. Now, Thornton loves hosting community events for the residents of Thornton. Thornton Fest, Harvest Fest, and Winterfest are 3 of the most popular events that the city puts on every year. Now, Thornton is also home to the Denver Premium Outlets and is just a stone throws away from the Orchard Shopping Center, which really feels like it should be in Thornton. It's technically in Westminster, but it's close enough, we'll count it. Now, the cost of living score for Thornton, Colorado comes in slightly above Brighton at 122.9, but the average cost for a single family residence in Thornton squeaks just below Brighton at $585,434. That's my list. 5 cities to consider that aren't Denver, Colorado. Do me a quick favor. Drop a like and let me know in the comments what video you'd like to see us next. And as a reminder, when it comes time to buy or sell a home here in Colorado, we'd love nothing more than to be able to help you out with that. Feel free to give us a call or text at the number that you see on the screen. We'll be happy to help you out in any way that we can. Once again, my name is Mitch Maffey, your favorite redheaded realtor, and I'll see you guys in the next one.